Tiago, Nicholas. I'm looking at Tiago's profile. That's why I have a Tiago today.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a guy, he reads lots and lots of books. This guy. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, he's always giving me books to read.
What he likes reading about?
He likes more fantasy. He loves fantasy novels. So he
Oh,
read
thanks.
Game of Thrones. He reads that would be my type of books, but he read like all the Lord of the Rings. He gave me some guy about medieval ones. He gave me a book. He gave me a book last week. I didn't download it because I don't have time. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm still finishing a book I'm doing now. I I don't know. Usually I'm fast at reading books, but I just realized this book had over 1,000 pages, and I didn't realize. That's why. Hello.
Okay.
Ah,
The
you went
connection's
from
better. You were saying about a book you were finishing, right?
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't realize it was so long. I mean, it's easy to read book, but I was like, when's this book ending? It's like, hurry up, because I'm always like that when I'm reading a book. I hate long books.
I have the same feeling for some longer books. So, for example, those ones from Robert Greene that are almost like
Those are my
500
favorite.
pages are like a little bit tiring to read all of it in just one session. So, for example, when I'm reading some book, I always like to just focus on that book, not try to deviate to uh, nothing else. But sometimes it's just hard.
It is hard because the thing is, I listen to podcasts and someone will say, "Oh, look at this book," and I go, "Ooh, I wonder what that book's about," and I want to read it. And that guy gave me the book. I can't remember. I wrote down the book he gave me. I'll probably read it just
Which
because
one?
it's called Harlequin. So this guy Tiago, but it's only a fantasy
Okay.
novel. And he said the guy who wrote the book really loves history. So he writes about like I think an archer who goes to Jerusalem, something like that. I think this was the one it's about
Oh,
because he did a
okay.
lot of fantasy novels. But this guy knows history so well. He said they're really well written books and good to read. I
Yeah.
don't know what the other ones I have. I got one, Born to Walk. I think said that one to you before as well. Born to Walk. So that's about a guy who wrote about not running. He said running's bad for you and you should walk. And
Wow.
we were talking about the
Yeah,
Japanese running.
I've heard about that if I'm not mistaken, running actually spikes your cortisol, and the actual uh, cardio that would be the best for the body would be just walking for
Yeah.
longer periods.
Well, you have something called Japanese walking. So if you heard about that, that's in fact. So it's funny because like I knew about Japanese walking. Then my mother-in-law sent me a video about Japanese walking. It's like, how does she know
Yeah,
about this stuff? But Japanese walking is walking and then walking fast and then walking.
yes,
And some other people said as well with running, you could walk and then run only for like 2 minutes or a minute, and then you're fine. That's all you need. And it's same on the bike. If you're on the exercise bike, they say the exercise bike you only need 8 minutes. That's it. So it's two
8 minutes.
minutes, eight
Ju-
minutes so it's
Wow.
like so what they say the system is 2 minutes normal cycling, 30
Hmm.
seconds really fast, then you cool down another
That's
two and a half
strange.
3 minutes, then you do really fast for 30 seconds and then another cool down. So maybe it's like 8.5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
know.
all it is.
Uh, yeah, I know that those types of workouts are really good. Mainly when you try to um, find your rhythm, especially when it comes to running or biking. So, for example, for running, there are some sets that you do like 5 sets of 1,000 meters in a moderate pace, and then
Uh-huh.
you do like 500 meters, 300 meters, something like that at your max speed, just to build your cardio. So your heart rate will spike up, and then it will cool down, and
Yeah.
you do this for some cycles.
Yeah, and you don't need it all the time. That's what they're saying. It's actually bad for you to keep it going at a higher level all the time. You don't need it. There's no extra benefits. And, well, that's what
Transactions
these experts are
shift.
saying. I don't know how real they are. I know. Um, Also, they say with exercises, you don't have to go to the gym and do all the exercises. They make that out to be fake too. There's certain ones that you could just do that do everything. So, like,
Yeah.
cardiovascular, again, walking, or you can do the trampoline. That works. That's even better
Oh,
for you. The
yes.
trampoline,
Yes. Uh,
squats.
Squats are very good also. I
Yeah.
um, I like especially the bike for days when I'm like a little bit tired, a little bit sore from the workout of previous days, and I wouldn't like to do anything. Then
Yeah.
I just use the bike to do some for like 30 minutes, 1 hour, but
You know, my
very
wife
light,
has the same.
just very light.
Actually, I do lots of walking exercises because I love walking. So what I do is like I'm gonna walk to the supermarket, and that might take me half an hour to get there and half an hour back. So I go, okay, I did my walking exercise for the day, and I can walk
Mhm.
brisk, walk fast as well. So I do that in.
Yeah,
Um, the only other
yeah,
thing I exercise that I can't rest is my voice and my throat. So this morning I woke up with a sore
yeah,
throat. So I have a
yeah.
spray. I have hot water with lime.
Water.
Hot with no water and lime, but it's hot, warm.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because I
so
don't know.
I also feel like that. For example, when I'm recording some videos, yesterday I recorded a very long video about like explaining everything that you would have to know about Bitcoin, because a lot of people is asking for more Bitcoin videos, you know.
Oh,
And
good. You got
then
it on your channel. People are actually replying.
yes, actually, people are asking for setups, making cold wallets and stuff that are more harder videos to do. So perhaps
Okay,
I,
well, you can do the one on CoinPal. Remember I told you that guy, that Chinese guy?
yeah,
He did, like PayPal. It was called CoinPal. That was his one.
yeah. So a lot of people ask for Bitcoin videos. So here in Brazil, the Bitcoin community, it's very big, you know, but the part of the people that actually are making content about it are creating content and making videos, not only about the technical aspects, but just relating to other topics. It's are very few people that are actually doing content, you know. So
Okay,
uh,
there's a market there.
perhaps there is some space, you know. But also, I don't want to just talk about Bitcoin, you know,
Yeah, it
because
will get boring. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
you have to relate it into other things. I don't know how you relate it into something else like strategies or investment strategy, but that's hard because you really,
sure,
you know, you might have to be an or gold. People are talking about gold, right? Because
yeah,
the dollar is weakening. But I mean, I
sure.
don't fully understand that. When people talk about those things, I don't really know what they're talking about. But I don't think these people know what they're talking about either. That's part of the problem, you know, because they're always losing. They're always losing money.
Yes, that is true. So I always try to keep it simple, you know, try to explain every topic in a way that is simple for everyone to understand, you know. And
Well,
I
that's the
believe
best part.
that's working, you know, because I saw a guy that commented, put a comment on one of the videos saying that the way I was explaining was easy to understand and stuff like
Okay,
that.
well, that's the best thing.
So
Yeah, and bullet points, all those things are important. Yeah, I
yeah,
guess that's what people want. You know, even when I want to start, when I started a shop on Redbubble, I found a woman who showed me how to do it, and
mhm,
no one else could show me how to do it properly except her. So I was like, okay, it makes such a difference. Find someone who goes step by step, because people love skipping the
yeah,
steps. You know, I hate that
sure,
when they do that
it's
because
true.
I think they're fake videos. They don't want you to know what they know, so they do it on purpose. I think. What's the
Yeah,
woman? I can't remember the name. Can't remember the woman. She was good though. If you want to know how to open up a shop, I know her name because it's similar to mine. And I said it to her. I was like, her name's Sarah
Sarah
Crisp.
Chris.
But she must have a
She says different.
misspelling because obviously there's no H in crisp. So I think hers is a
Oh yes,
misspelling.
that's right. That's right.
So I'm pretty
Forgot about
sure her real name is Sarah Crisp without the H and someone misspelled
Chris.
it. And she's
Okay.
from New Zealand. But if you look up her YouTube channel. I don't know what her YouTube channel is called, but if you look at her name, she's really good at telling you how to start a shop on Etsy. So I started a shop with her on Etsy as well, but I just couldn't sell anything because I didn't know what I was doing. But I think she's the best person at explaining because I looked at so many other videos.
Yeah,
But you could do that too. You could copy her videos and see and tell
yeah,
people how to
yeah,
start a
I
shop
see that.
related.
Um, I even made a video explaining about that. That a lot of people, a lot of content creators here from Brazil actually just steal content from
Yeah,
other
that's the
countries
problem.
like US, UK, and just like translate it. Comedy videos, videos about gossiping, stuff like that. They just literally copy everything,
Yeah,
like the title, the script of the video, and they just translate to the similar context here in Brazil.
yeah,
So
it's. I mean, it works though. It does work for them. They make money, but I don't. I would
yeah,
never listen to them. I just think it's such a rubbish content. I prefer more something genuine. That's her. That's her YouTube channel. I just
we'll
saw.
say with that. Okay,
It's got a weird name. Also, she probably didn't like that name now, but when she did it, it worked.
we'll say
Um,
with that. Okay,
Well, I mean,
Wow, it's more than a million video, more than
she's super wealthy. I would say. I think she probably got lots of shops online. She's very wealthy. This woman.
and it's funny because she doesn't have a lot of videos, you know. It's less than 300 videos because I see, for example, small channels that have not even like 50K subscribers, 50,000, and they have like 300, 400, 500 videos, you know.
Well, her video. See, I guess maybe she's trustworthy. So she's proven, but she doesn't need to have any more videos. She doesn't. She's not a YouTuber really. She makes her money on Etsy and Redbubble. All these ones she made money on. Well, not
Yeah,
really Redbubble, and she just shows people how to do it. And because I would, there's so many of those videos, and I hate them all because I would look at them and they never helped me. She was the one who helped me, so I liked her the most. And I was like, okay, she's more genuine than everyone else.
and did it help you?
It did because, first of all, I figured out how to do stuff on Redbubble, and I was able to make sales from her. And then she also has an Etsy shop, and she said, "This is what you do on Etsy." She goes, "You know, this is because Etsy's harder to start up than Redbubble. Redbubble's very easy to start up. You can make money easily on Redbubble with way lower money. You can make way more money on Etsy. Okay, this is the shop, and she
Let's
will
see.
tell you how to do it. Yeah, she'll tell
Okay.
you how to do it. So she'll say, "This is how you choose the T-shirt." So I just copied what she said, and then I was able to open the shop. Then I was able to get the stuff on
Nice.
the
But
T-shirts.
do you sell here in Brazil or for other countries?
These are pretty much all other countries. People in Brazil don't buy this
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Understand? But you can set up the thing is you can
Yeah,
set it
imagine.
up in Brazil, so you can make the sales from Brazil. But she was the person who kind of helped me to do this and understand the sale. But I didn't make any sales on Etsy because again, on Etsy you have to pay to put something up. I think you can put up 20 items for free, and I just wanted to see what it was like for free. But I didn't sell anything for free. But I didn't really know how to use the system. But she helped me with the basics of the system and
Okay.
having creative ideas. So I did have good creative ideas, and I saw some people looking at my shop, but they didn't buy anything from my shop. But I think you might have to have again, if you have 500 items and they're all different, you'll probably make some sales. But then you have
Sure.
to pay 20 cents for each item. You understand? After you make 50 items, everything else is 20 cents. I just didn't want to do that. I just wanted to see if I would make money first.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. You know, something that I did that it's actually just working right now after some months. At my company, I had to go through a course to get the certification of the tool I was working with. You know, it's about consolidation tool for more. It's like very technical for the consultants to get certified. And then during the prep of the course, I was making a material from getting previous answers, previous questions with the answers and explanation with documentation, the official documentation from Oracle explaining why that answer was the correct one. And then I was getting together all those questions, and then it became a, a huge material, you know. And then I saw that on Udemy, it had some courses that was selling this prep course with just the questions and the answers, just like how would you say, like a simulado that you can practice.
Okay, simulator. Okay, yeah, that's a good
Oh
idea.
yes, that's right. So you can practice the questions before the exam. I've just got it together, posted on Udemy, and a lot of people are buying actually.
Okay, that's really good. Wow.
So,
Okay.
for example, even a guy that entered my company as my colleague, so actually he's a senior consultant, and I saw that he bought the course.
Oh wow! He bought your
Yeah,
course. Does he know it's your course?
no,
Don't
because
tell him.
I
He probably.
courses as a guy from Morocco, you know, with no names, you know, just the name of the course, so you can tell if it's me or not.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. If he found out one of his
I
junior
started laughing so
employees,
hard, you know. I started laughing so hard, and you know, perhaps I believe that you want to get certified in the future. I
sure.
don't know,
Wow, but
but
it's interesting though. A lot of people say yes. Well, making a course is a good way to make money. Oh, there's so many ideas. It's just hard to follow through with them. I just think you need. I like the videos of just steps by step. I told you I did the thing with doing a book online. It's even better now, but you can make the books
here,
using
this is the
yeah, what's your
course.
course? You can
I've
make
posted.
books online using ChatGPT, which is
Yeah,
easier as
that's
well.
right. My big brother made that, and he actually got some sales. You know.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, so I
And
did it too, but I didn't do. I only did it just to see how it would
those-
work. But nowadays you can even make it better because my one was really basic because I used it when ChatGPT first came out.
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah. And for example, now in at 30 June, uh, the tests are going to be updated for the 2025 version. You know, and I can update as well. You know, but I believe
Ah,
that the exam questions do not change a lot. You know,
interesting.
but actually I started laughing so hard when I saw the guy that was working with me bought the course, you know, and even there were some. There was a girl that was working in my company before I started, you know, and then she went to other ones, and then I saw that she posted on LinkedIn that she really got certified, she passed on the test, and then I saw on my course that she bought the course actually.
Okay, wow, good. Isn't it funny how you spot a gap in the market, and you act on it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you act on those things in the first place? It's kind of because it's funny because a lot of people
Well,
don't act on
because
these things.
I made a material and I bought the course from another person from the year before, 2023, and I saw that there was no course about the 2024 version, you know, of the test, and the version was very, how would you say, like very different, you know,
Oh, okay.
the questions and stuff. So I gather all the material I've worked when I was prepping for the course, and then I just posted, you know. The only thing that is very annoying to post on Udemy because you have to get uh, each question. You have to get the text from each alternative, the question of the test of the question, then the alternatives, then the solution to it with the official material. You know, question
Okay.
by question. So it's
I don't know how it
very
works.
so it's like 200 questions. So you have to.
Okay.
Uh,
And how did
uh,
you format it? Did you go into just Microsoft? What do you use?
no, actually, I've just gathered it on all the questions on a Word document, you know,
A
and
Word document. Okay.
then I just started putting all together on the Udemy platform, you know. So you
Okay. Okay. You can do
it's
it that
just
way. Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
you divide you get for example. It's 200 questions, so I divide in four parts of 50 questions each. That is what the normal test would be, the real test, you know, the real exam. And then you divide by the questions, and you start putting it the main text of the question, then the alternatives, and the answer, and also the documentation for uh, for
It
the
was kind of.
answer.
It was pretty much straightforward then for you to do it. Okay. Did
Yeah,
you?
you actually just it's annoying because it's very manual, so you just need some time to do question by question. But that's when after you do it, you don't have to worry anymore about it. You know?
How about in your job? Do you just mainly work with? Do you have to do any? Is there any social aspect to your job where you have to sell stuff or meet clients? Or are you just
No,
basically?
actually not. Actually not. For example, the maximum work that I do with the clients are just talking to them to fix some issues. You know, so
Okay.
uh,
But would
I
you
work.
prefer to be in? Would you prefer to be involved with that other side of
Well, it
talking
could
with
be, you
people?
know, perhaps I would like to do some sales. You know, I don't know if I would be good at
Yeah,
it.
well, I don't know because you seem like I would just say because even though you know those technical things, it might get boring. I was just wondering because I got another guy who works with an investment company. I got a guy who works with an investment company, and he says he's telling me that he interviews people and he's getting tired of the people who's coming to work for them. But he's in investment banking, so it's a lot of money. But he says they need people who need more character or charisma or personality or strong
Yeah,
personalities. And he just says he doesn't get them. He says they just study finance and they're dull and he can't get the right people for the job. But they don't need actually people who are technical. They don't need computer experts, but they need people who are kind of social.
sure,
I don't know
sure.
if you'd switch over or not.
Yeah. And the only part that I've worked with the clients actually are just, make some meetings with them to understand what's their problem they're having. And after that, I just have to fix on the environment they use for the solution. So basically, on the projects, we develop that solution for them so they can put their accounts, dashboards, reports, everything like that, and then they just use this environment to do their work, just to automate all their manual work they would normally do on Excel spreadsheets.
Okay.
So it actually uh, automate a lot of process for them. And then perhaps they have some error or need some updates, adding some new accounts, something like that. And then I'm just attending those tickets. They send a ticket to the support team, and then sometimes I attend them. But it's
Yeah.
basically that. It's
But is it all? Is it very similar or a bit different? Is there anything that's dramatically different or a very same
no, actually
routine?
not. Actually not. It's very straightforward. There's no secret to it. It's a little bit boring,
Okay.
but it's okay.
Can you make
Uh,
your own programs? Do you ever think about making your own and selling it to a company, or is that too hard?
no, that's too hard because those environments are very big, and the licenses are very like involving multi-millionaire contracts, between
Oh, then you
the
could be multi-millionaire. Ooh.
so it would be like very, very, very hard. Yeah, I don't believe that would be uh, ideal, at least for one person job.
No, of course,
But
yeah.
that's okay.
That's probably
So,
getting there.
changing the topics, I discovered this week that I shouldn't be going to the office.
Why not?
So, here's the thing. Like I said, there is the team of the projects and the team of the support team. So, when I entered the company, from the beginning, in Fury, I was from the support team, but they put me on the project team to develop myself, the skills I would need to attend the support tickets and stuff. And then uh, after some time that I got developed and stuff, they put me on the support team fully time. So the managers from the project team, they want their people to go to the office, for example, like at least twice a week. But the support team, they work full remotely. And then after my boss, my manager from the support team discovered that I was going to the office, how would you say, like, eu
You were
levei uma
surprised?
bronca?
Oh, Levon Bronca. He got annoyed with you or angry with you. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
an
she just got
expression.
angry with me.
Oh, yeah, okay. You don't need to go to the office. Okay. Yeah, but what happened when you went to the office? There was nothing to do there? You just sit by yourself?
No, actually, no, because all the meetings we have with the clients are fully remote. So
Okay. You don't need to go to the office.
it's
Yeah, but
strange.
as you said, you might learn stuff if you're not in the office, right?
Yeah, but there's the point. With the people that I had to learn in the office, they do not go anymore to the
Okay,
office.
so you can't even learn stuff.
So,
Yeah, that's a big
so
issue.
there's the point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird. I don't know how. Yeah, I always think that's kind of the strange part of working remotely. You can't learn, but you need some
yeah,
hands-on
actually,
learning.
I don't mind at all. For example, there are some people that I can talk all day long in a meeting like this and still learn with them. It's normal for me. That would be no problem. But there were some times that actually some technical people that I could really learn some new things were in the office, and then I went with them, have lunch and stuff, and then actually I learned a lot. But nowadays I feel that there is no need for that anymore.
Okay. Can you just find your own videos online?
What?
Can you just find videos online to
No,
update
actually
your
not.
skills? Yeah.
Actually not, because here's why. The niche would be this right word for niche.
Niche. Yeah, niche. We have niche. Yeah.
Niche.
Yeah, the
So the niche
speciality, we'll
for
say.
those tools are very, very technical, and there's not a lot of content like for on YouTube, on the internet. So there's the thing why there's some courses on Udemy, some paid courses like that, because, for example, the official platform from Oracle, they do not post a lot of videos on YouTube about updates of the tool, teaching how to do deeper analysis and stuff like that. So it's very, very poor when it comes to content, on the internet. And you just have the manual that is like more than 1,000 pages of
Oh God,
just
that's boring. Yeah.
technical terms. So it's not it's not
Not
ideal for you.
convenient. Yeah, not an ideal way to learn.
Yeah. So for example, now we just entered two new trainees, and then we were in the office, and then we were teaching them the basics, of how to work with that environment, how to understand some processes of the company, some business skills. And it's funny because at the beginning we didn't have any support at all,
Oh, you had no support, but these guys
Yeah,
did.
for example, at the beginning, I started working with a guy remotely, and then I would do like very basic tasks for the clients, like posting journals, adjusting some balance of some accounts, very very basic. And then after like I believe 2 to 3 months, uh, I started on a project just real
Yeah, more
development.
detailed. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I believe that now they want to lower the, how would you say,
Entry level.
the curve of learning, the learning curve, you
Okay.
know. So
Yeah.
perhaps,
How about when they come in? Is everyone like, do all the trainees when they come in? Do you think they're fully qualified, or they just like,
no, no,
fish out of
no.
water? They have to learn everything from the start again. Yeah, isn't that
How do you
crazy?
say like they're fish out of the wall?
And out of water, the fish out of water. That's an
Water.
expression.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're like, they're very,
that's what
very
I think. It's so crazy because they probably do.
strange,
They do. Yeah, because they get their degree and they come in and it's just like I don't. Everything's new.
Yeah, there was this one that he was like very, very, I don't know. I believe that he didn't have the uh, to think about the context he was in, because everyone was working very quietly, like just focus on their activities, and then this guy just put some earphones on, and then he started playing Red Hot Chili Peppers like in max
In the
volume,
office.
and
Oh wow.
everyone was hearing out loud, and he was like,
Oh, he's in a world on his own.
just
Okay.
dancing to the music.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's funny. Well, that's more funny. I thought you were going to say he didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, because I always wonder because some people again, people just keep on telling me when they come out and get their college degree, they come into a workplace and they have to know the exact system they're using in the workplace, and it can be completely what they learned different what they learned in college. I always wonder if
Yeah,
companies nowadays should just take in have traineeships, or apprenticeships. They just go, "You're 18, you're
yeah,
kind of like computers. Let's train you for 4 years, and then you'll be perfect in our job."
yeah, but it's actually very rare.
It is
So,
rare. They
for
got rid of it.
example, yeah, it's very rare. For example, there is two scenarios. One that the company has a shortage of consultants, very highly technical consultants, like senior levels and stuff. And then what they do, they pay very high to someone from other companies in order so they can come to this new company and work for them, to supply
Steal
this
them.
shortage,
Yeah,
or they can try training new people, but that's actually a process of years, just
it
to
can
train
be
them
sure.
basic, so they can order to in order for them to evolve until they reach a senior level. But that's very rare, very
That's
rare.
senior level. That's senior level. I just think talking about entry level. The problem is because you might get people coming out of college. It's like that guy I was talking to during the week. He works with some investment companies, right? And he makes lots of money and he works all the time. But he was
Hmm.
telling me, again, the people who come out are coming from out of college. He goes, they're smart but dumb. He said, they got their
Yeah,
degree,
very
know
like
the
this.
basics of finance, and they just don't have any good social or communication skills, which is what he really needs in his job.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
said,
I saw that too.
And he told me you can't train that skill. It's like already over. By the time they come out of college, they're just maybe studious, nerdy people, but they don't have any other ability. And he goes, oh, he finds them really disappointing. So he goes, he always has to leave someone go. Like they'll come in for a month or two or 6 months and they're gone because they just can't do anything. They're just not
Yeah,
good enough.
and actually that's true, because for example, those two new trainees that just entered, I've observed that they were like really smart, when it comes to what they were doing in college and stuff like that. But they had no, you would say, soft skills at all. They were like
Okay.
a little,
Hard skills.
awkward, in that aspect. And like you said, that's something you cannot train.
No, they probably just have it forever. But again, I always think if they're kind of working on computers, it might be okay. But if you need selling skills or social skills,
No,
then it's
no,
not
no
good.
way.
It doesn't work. So that's what the guy said to me. He said he's like the guy was speaking. He's more of a leader. He's talkative, and he just said, "Yeah, it just doesn't work in our company." Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard.
Yeah,
And I had a Chinese people telling me the same thing. They get their degree and they go to work and they realize they don't use like 90% of what they learned in college is just irrelevant.
yeah, that is true, and that is
And
true because actually, I even nowadays I didn't use anything at all from what I've learned in college. There were just a few
years.
subjects that were really valuable for me. That I really remember some of the classes, and it increased some value for my knowledge. But a part of that, there were subjects that the only thing that I had to do to just pass the subject was just delivering some PowerPoint a presentation.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So
that's what they tell me in China. It's so funny. I know PowerPoint presentation. That was it. Yeah, that was the most important thing to learn. But years ago, Nicholas, in Ireland and England, people would finish school at like 15. That was very common. And what they used
mhm,
to do, they didn't go to college. They would go into a business and they get an apprenticeship. So you could learn to
that's
be an
nice
accountant,
actually.
you learn to be an engineer. So like my uncle was kind of an engineer. He wasn't really an engineer. He was a mechanical engineer, but he never had any certification. He just went to a company. They said, "Okay, you're 16. We're going to train you to fix these machines," and that's what he did. And then his
Yeah,
title was
that's
mechanical
actually very
engineer.
nice, because here in Brazil you can have those internships practices from the age of 16, I
Well,
believe.
that's pretty good. At least they're available in Brazil. I didn't know they were available. Well,
But
look,
there's
I'm going to say some. Go on first.
it's very hard to enter those internships, like really, really hard, even harder than get a normal job after you already finished college and stuff. Because you have no real skills. You like for a zero, you have no real skills. You're still in high school, so the people will have to train you when it comes to the hard skills, soft skills, and the people who gets in those internships, they have to be very good, like real
All right.
outliers,
That's hard. Outliers. Okay. Well, when they're 16, okay. Well, in Ireland we have apprenticeships, but it's not for business. So people who finish
Mhm.
school early can be electricians and plumbers, but that's fine. Do they need to go out of school and be academic? They don't need to be. But years ago, you could do it for everything, accounting, any type of job. So it seemed actually really
Mhm.
good that you could start at 16. Because nowadays everyone is just they go to school, then they have to go to college, and then you need your degree, and then by the time you're finished, you're like 22 to get out of college in Ireland or
Yeah.
23. So they just said it just seems ridiculous. They just keep enforcing people longer and longer. And then a lot of people will say they don't get any experience. So I had a guy yesterday from Turkey. He was a Turkish guy, and he's 32 and he's still in university. 32.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, I couldn't guess his age. I thought he was younger initially because he was in college, but he wants to be a college lecturer. So he did his
Okay.
degree already in Turkey. Then he went back to England and he's getting another degree. But it's like
Wow.
what he's learning seems boring to me, the way he speaks. He's just talking about, no, it's really boring subject. But he has to stay there for another 2 years. But he's guaranteed to be a college lecturer when he goes back to Turkey, which is
Mhm.
what he wants. He doesn't want to be a normal lawyer. But my point is, it just seems so crazy to be studying still. And he's like, he'll be 34, he says, when he finishes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So, actually, here in Brazil, that's not so common for people over 30 years, even 25 years old, to do college
Yeah,
and
my wife did. She went back when she
any
was an
course at
adult.
all. So I know that some people actually that are already in an old age, like over 50 years, actually are wanting to go to college because they didn't have the opportunity while they
Yeah,
were young and they had
yeah,
to work and help their family. So now that they have the condition to pay for the studies, they want to go back, you know.
yeah.
So
That's
that's
normal.
very
My wife is the
normal.
same because you have to pay. It's expensive. And but in Ireland, just you're told you have to go when you're 18 because if you don't go, you're never going to get a job anyway. So it's the only time you'll be free enough.
Yeah, but it's hard, you know. For example, I went to public college, and I believe that if I had to pay for college, I wouldn't do college at all because my parents didn't have the condition to pay for college.
Yeah,
So
you're the youngest.
to go
That's how,
to yeah. So if I had to go to a private college, I would have to pay them myself, and then I've just got my job at the last year of my graduation. So perhaps I wouldn't have the money at all to pay
no,
the
you have to
college.
borrow it. It's the same in Ireland. You have to borrow the money from the bank. In
Yeah.
America, they
So
borrow a fortune from the bank.
yeah, and that's the thing. For example, my brother, he made a college about it's hard to say because the course would be working with radio, TV, you know,
Okay,
and
like a type of journalism course.
so
Okay.
my parents also didn't have the money, but he wanted to do it anyway for a private college called Rio Branco, right? And then he went to the program of FIES of the government, you know, that they pay you
Yeah, they get a
for the
scholarship.
course. Then
Okay.
after that, you start paying it. So actually, the course now he's paying till nowadays because uh, this loan, this borrowing he made, it's now so expensive that it would be like the price of a car, more than 80,000
Wow,
reais.
that's
So
crazy.
he's still paying that,
Oh,
and he didn't know that at the time. So
that's insane. Well, that's why. But what happened in it's really bizarre in our countries. In the past, college was free because it was part of Ireland's kind of left wing, which is a good thing to have free college because you want people to be more educated. But then they made everyone
yeah,
pay now, so it went from free to 3,000 per year. But that's not including the accommodation. So if you go somewhere else, it's going to be really expensive, not outside your home city. And England, they changed it. It went from 0 to 3,000 to 10,000. So most people just can't go to college anymore. It's
yeah,
crazy. In America, it's like that too. Our
yeah,
colleges became businesses, so they're
yeah.
corrupt.
I was going to say about that about US that people take very big loans to pay the college, but
It's insane.
if they finish college, that most of the people don't, and they will have the loan to pay anyway.
It's a
And it's,
massive debt. Yeah, they don't.
yeah, it's a massive debt. That's right, and they have don't just have the money to pay, you know, and the
They
family.
expect when you finish, you're expected to pay straight away. Like in 6 months, you have to pay back the loan. Some guy said he couldn't pay back his loan because he couldn't get a job, and the police came to his house. The police, can you
Wow.
imagine that? Crazy. Not paying back your student loan, but the
Yeah,
student loan
because
is ridiculously
a
high.
thief, you know, he cannot pay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you stole all the money from from the bank. But it's insane though, because they might pay 40, 70,000, 100,000. It just depends where you live. So in America, if you study in the same state, it's way cheaper. So if you're from Florida and you study in the state of Florida, you'll pay 30,000. Like my niece got offered to study in Berkeley, which is a really famous college in California. But she goes, if I don't get a scholarship, I'm not studying there. So she got the offer, but it's 70,000 to study there. So
Yeah,
what's the point? It's ridiculous. So people stay in their own states. Um,
no,
I think
that's absurd.
how
You know,
about your brother? Did he get a job in what he studied in journalism?
actually, he's got a job now, a real good job, working for the same private college I'm studying now. So I'm making a post graduation course. You know, a very quick, quick one. You know, so it's basically just 10 months of hands-on activities on some new technologies. You know, it's very nice actually,
Okay.
and I'm glad that that I can pay now. So it's not very expensive. It would be like almost 500 reais. That's
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's,
And he works at a private institution that would be like a college, a private college, you know.
so is he?
And
What does he do there? Is he?
he actually records the classes with the teachers. So the
Okay.
teachers have the content, and he helps them record the classes. So everything that when it comes to editing the videos, recording it, preparing the material, the context for the subject.
Okay.
So
So he works behind scenes. He's like
yeah, that's
cameraman, editor. Okay, I wasn't sure if when you said journalism, I wasn't sure if it was going to be something else.
That's right.
And is it a good job for him? Does he think it's a good job? Or
Yeah,
can he?
actually, yes. Actually, yes. So, like I said, he's still paying now the college debt,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
now the
journalism in general is not a good course. So in America, they'll say people are more likely to be unemployed, study journalism. So it's liberal arts, journalism, sociology, which I studied. You get no
yeah,
job afterward because it's such a competitive field, and you only need a certain amount of newspapers or TV stations. People can't get jobs.
yeah,
Um, so he was lucky that in that respect. Actually, I have a guy in my neighborhood. A guy in my neighborhood I speak. He's unemployed, but he was video. He was a video editor, and he used to work with TV. He used to work with Global, and he lost his job. And he goes, now he can't get a job because everyone does video editing online. It's so much easier with our phones, right? Everyone can do it. So it's
sure.
way harder. So he can't get anything. He said.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard, you know. You see that like posts on LinkedIn that people saying that the market have a lot of job for people on technology and stuff like that, but actually it's much harder to
Well, it's lower
to get
now.
in, you know.
I don't know if I said it to you last week or was it or just this week. I saw it in the news that people are coming out with their degrees in computer science. At least 7% of them aren't getting jobs. It was something that you were guaranteed to get a job, but now it's not anymore because of AI.
Yeah, yeah,
They're losing out.
yeah. So for example, I believe that at least for now, for like uh, 3 to 4 or 5 years from now, AI will not still not take the jobs out because it has to develop a little bit better from when it comes to this context. But the ones that do not use it, because I see that like 90% of the consultants, developers that are in the market are not using like in any way like ChatGPT, you know, and the people who not use it will get behind, you know.
Of course, they'll lose. Yeah, yeah. Whoever doesn't use it is going to lose
Mm,
out. And
the way I just used to optimize my time, like for more operational tasks, you know.
okay.
Like I already did an analysis on a support ticket, and then I just have to write the email. I've just put the contacts on ChatGPT, write the email in the format I want, and then I just send to the client. It's very simple, you
Wow.
know.
I don't know how it works because I don't know how that part. Yeah, the people in your job love it, but people are losing
Cool,
jobs for that reason.
you know. It's
Mhm.
really really simple, you know. It's very simple. You can do a lot of things with it, so you can. I even planned my trip for vacation, you know. I used to plan which places we could go and what could we do, the time we had, you know. You can also use it to practice another language. So for example,
Yeah, I did
my
that with Portuguese.
my ChatGPT is programmed to just speak in English with me. So
Mm,
every task I use, I have to tell him in English the activity I want him to do, and also the prompt, the results he gave to me are in English too.
very good.
So that,
I use it for. Yeah, I put the articles from Engu in there, and I get it to translate from Portuguese to English, and I read them. My trick.
yeah,
Well, I don't know what was it the other day where someone lost all their jobs. Oh, I can't remember. It was some convention. It was some convention where people were with computer firms, and they all just think they're going to lose money. They're all terrified about just everyone to AI. You know, I don't know if these are like 50% of these businesses will collapse, something like that, because AI can do all the work. And if you don't use AI, then you're going to lose as well because you won't make profit.
sure. Yeah, actually, well, you have to use it as a tool for optimizing your performance. You know, not just to make a substitute for you. You know, you also have to do all the real analysis and stuff like that. So
Uh,
because I see that a lot of people actually just use it as a substitute for them. So even some people that when posting, I saw that using to post, making posts on LinkedIn, and then they forgot to cut off that part. Oh, do you want more suggestions about how to do that? You know,
they
so
got caught.
yeah, it's very embarrassing. You know.
Okay. How about your other brothers? Did they what they study? Similar field or
So
different?
my other brother, he works with technology as well. He would be more into the cybersecurity part, and he actually is living it's a city besides Chicago now. I don't
Oh, wow. He's in America.
remember. I won't remember the name now.
Springfield. No, that's
No,
me.
actually not. I won't remember the name, but it's another big city from just besides Chicago. He already has some children and stuff, so he's living
Oh,
happily ever
oh, and
after.
he already speaks English very well, I guess.
Actually, not, because
Oh, really?
he was saying that, for example, when he was my age and he was working here in Brazil, he didn't like to study English. So now that he really needed to go there in Chicago, I would say Chicago, it's okay. He actually was having a real hard time. For example, he said that when he was going to deliver his children to the school, he could not understand a single word the teacher was saying.
Oh, really? Okay, that's not so good.
That must feel desperate.
Yeah. How does he work then? They can't. If he can't speak English.
I believe that now he's speaking. He
Oh,
needs to.
he has to use it every day. Okay. Okay. I was trying to think of the city. It's not Milwaukee, is it? No.
Yeah. Uh,
No. Some other big city near Chicago.
I don't remember. Let me see it here. Perhaps I can see the name of the city, but uh,
How about your other brother then? He's in
oh
cybersecurity. He
yes,
can help
he's
you.
living here in São Paulo as well. So he's a musician.
All right. So we
He
must
he
be
really
very
has
different.
a gift
You got the
to make
logic.
music.
You got two who like the artistic stuff and two who like computers.
Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
yeah.
Is
Then
that is that brother more different? The musician?
no. Oh, actually not. He's living in Naperville,
Neighbor. Oh, okay, that's just right next. Yeah, that's next to
next
Chicago. I
just
wasn't.
next to Chicago.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
smaller city. That's a smaller city.
Yeah. So that's the city.
It's probably
And
safe.
my oldest brother, he, like I said, he's a musician, and he does not live from music, but he works normally in a job, a corporate job, perhaps I believe almost like me. So he does another activities, and he tries to sell his music. But it's hard,
That's
because
really hard with music. I think there's no industry. I think the music industry died a long time ago. Like it's funny they say,
really,
that there was a song, "Video Killed the Radio Star." That was a song. So they used to have a lot of radio stars, and then when TV came out, people couldn't sell their music on the radio because they might look their faces might be so nice. Nowadays, it's like YouTube killed music. you know.
yeah. Yeah, and at least from my perspective, I see that nowadays it's like somewhat easy to do some music, but it's very hard to get viral, to actually make a living from that.
Well, it was always hard. But the thing is, before you could go into a studio, get a record, and people might buy your CD because people really like music and having a collection, right? So when I was
Sure.
younger, the main street of my city had 3 music stores, and they were always full of people picking up the
Oh,
CDs and going, "I want this music. Oh, I'll get this CD," and you pay like 10 to 20 euro or something like that for a CD. So like
wow.
between 50 and 100 reais, whatever, because that's how much they cost back then. Nowadays, you're forgetting you can go anywhere and get a CD for one real, right? Because they're all illegal. Everyone can copy them, and also everything's on YouTube, or everyone can download something on an MP3. So no one
Uh-huh.
cares about buying music. So anyone who is a good band, no one hears about them. It's really hard. They're never going to go viral. Someone might like them, but even if you like the band, are you going to buy the music? No one has a music collection anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What style of music does he play or sing?
Uh, uh, he was trying to make some reggaetons. Actually,
Reggaetons. I never heard of this before. Maybe I'm outdated.
you never heard it about it.
Reggaeton?
Reggaetons? Yeah, that.
Like reggae, you mean? Or raga? I don't know what the hell that is.
It's like a mix of reggae, Jamaican music,
Reggae. Reggae. Okay, that's what you meant to
reggae,
say.
with it's the Jamaican music with
Yeah,
some
reggae.
more Mexican Spanish style.
Okay,
Oh,
reggaeton.
You
Okay.
never heard about it, you know?
I probably heard it on T. I probably heard of someone playing it and didn't know it.
It's actually very famous reggaeton music.
Okay.
Here in Brazil, it's not actually so very famous, but in other
Yeah, so
countries
Puerto
that are
Rico,
Spanish
Panama.
speakers, yeah, it's like really, really famous, really common. Like
Okay.
J Balvin,
I have no
those
idea who these people are. I'll have to look it up.
Monkey,
Elements of reggae, dancehall, hip hop, and Latin American music. Okay.
you know, like Despacito, the music Despacito.
Despacito, yeah, yeah. That's annoying.
It would be reggaeton.
Despacito.
That
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
would be a simple example of reggaeton, you know.
Oh, right. I had some guy telling me about metal music. Who was it? Oh, the Turkish kid. And he was like, he said about metal music, and then he went around and he told me like 10 different types of metal music. And I was like, I have no idea. I know metal, heavy metal, and death metal, but then the other ones, I was like, what the hell is that? Like cave metal or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I have
Uh,
no idea.
but that's that, you know. Just he tried to make some uh, reggaeton music because it was very famous at the time, and he even made a clip, you know, of the music, and it really got some views. You know, I think it got more than 10,000 views, something like
Okay.
that.
Well, that's how you do it nowadays. You can't rely on a studio. You just have to put it on YouTube and hope people follow you and listen to your songs.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I still think it's too hard. I wouldn't. I don't know.
yeah, it
Does
is
he?
hard.
Does he ever have gigs? Like, do people ever pay him to go to like a pub and play?
I believe well, when it comes to going to playing bars music, I believe not. But I don't know if he got to monetize their music videos, you know. But I will send to you one of the music videos he made, you know, just so
All
you
right.
can see.
I'll see if he looks like you.
No, actually not, because he's from another mother, you know.
Oh, really? I always
Yes,
forget that's normal in Brazil.
we're married 2 times, you know. This
Oh,
is
so he's a half brother. So how many people? How many half
yeah,
brothers? So
yeah, that's right. So actually, he's not a little bit looking like me, you know.
well, I have a full brother, and my brother. If you saw my
A
brother,
full
you
brother.
a full brother. In Ireland, we just have full brothers. In Brazil, everyone has a half brother somewhere in Brazil. But my brother, if you look at my brother, he has dark skin and brown eyes and dark brown hair. He looks nothing like me. He looks like my mom though, and I look like my dad.
Oh, so here's another music that he made that I believe it's very nice as well, you know.
Oh, he's singing in Spanish.
Yeah, and this other one that I sent to you, he's speaking Portuguese.
They haven't. They can't show his face. He's only showing his mouth. So I can't see if he looks anything like you anyway.
Yeah,
Caliente. That means hot, right? Does he have to rent out a studio to do his work?
yeah, yes. So he
Uh,
made the music on a studio, you know.
okay. My wife has a studio in her house as well, but it's a small one.
Oh, that's well. She needs it, right?
Yeah, she needs it for certain companies. Yeah, so certain companies are okay because she recorded in other places. Like she recorded in if it's a very quiet room or something, it's okay. And in a wardrobe, you get a wardrobe, put cushions, and then it makes the sound okay. But if you're working for in a big company, they'll say, "Oh, I want your studio," because they want to
Yeah,
make sure that it has good quality. Because a lot of people cheat when they say they're voiceover artists, right?
yeah, yeah. I've heard about this, but I didn't know that was a thing, you know.
Okay, let me see. I was just looking at it, and he's a music producer. G-O-R-D. Flavio. Okay, I had a Flavio yesterday. Not your brother. Does
Yeah,
your brother speak English too?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
trying to do a mini. I got a song. Here's a song. Outcry, fuck off. Okay. Everybody speaks English then in that song. Okay. Yeah, I think he's got a few videos up there. But I see that one got 12,000. Yeah, I guess. And there's another one with 11,000. But he only has 87 subscribers, so he won't make any money. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
You probably have more subscribers. How many subscribers do you have on your channel?
A little more than 500, you know.
Okay.
I'm trying to at first get to 1,000, you know, but that's a little bit hard.
But did it go up this week? Because you were posting more videos or not?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing, you know. You have to post videos consistently during a period of time. Then actually the algorithm from YouTube see that you're like serious about your channel, you know, and start posting to more people, so in order they can see it, you know.
That's what I do with my channel, actually. I just got all these religious messages, right? And I repeated them from the year before, just so people could see them. But I posted them in advance once a week beforehand, so I could have the whole year done and see what would happen at the end of the year. So I didn't have to think about the channel. You know, if it was a new message, I put up a new message, but I just wanted to see, but it didn't work. I still think I've got like 400 subscribers, something like that. But the channel's rubbish.
Okay.
Channel's rubbish. I think, like, you know, I was saying the other day to my wife, my wife bought a xylophone for my niece's baby, okay? And my wife was playing it. It's like ding, ding, ding. She goes, "Oh, this is really cool." And then I was thinking, you know, we found some videos of people playing music, and I was like, you know what you could do? You could have a YouTube channel of you just playing the xylophone music, Brazilian xylophone music, and people will probably look at it to see how to play the xylophone. And you just have to play a couple of simple songs that are like less than 30 seconds or a minute, and do like 200 videos, and then maybe you got a channel.
Oh, wow.
You know? We didn't do it. I can't even play the xylophone. I was doing Baby Shark. I found Baby Shark. Dun, 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 dun.
And actually, those channels about child content are very famous, you know.
Well, that's
Like,
what I mean.
a lot of views, you know, because the parents are tired from their children. They just put
on there.
some
I know
videos.
that. Why? Because the parents do that with me. They throw their kids at me. I have two little boys. They're like, "Let's play Uno today." I was like, "Jesus, these kids got nothing better to do. They just want to play Uno." You know, I was like, okay. So my class was playing Uno online, and then they called me back. So I had a whole hour of playing Uno. It was good fun. But yeah, but I always think with those channels, they're specialized, right? No one thinks about having a xylophone music channel. You know what I mean? So there's no other rivalry, maybe, or maybe one other rival or something, you know? So if I was saying you start one of these channels, you can make money. But I'm not good at it. I can't play the xylophone. Can't play the tin whistle.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know. It really depends, you know, the content you want to create. But for example, like the xylophone, you cannot actually play it. You know, you would have to learn some sample beats, you know, just to.
Yeah, but it's really easy to play. It is easy to play. You just go ding, ding, ding. It's a really easy instrument. But my point, that's why anyone can pick it up and play it and give it to their kid and show the video. But the problem is the videos will always be used. Like if you had those 200 videos up there, someone will always use them. So you might always make money as long as you get the 1,000 subscribers. I don't know. That's what I was kind of thinking. But you never know. Do you play the guitar as well or not?
No, actually, I cannot play anything, you know.
Anything. How about singing?
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know.
How did your brother play the guitar? Can your dad play, or did he learn by himself?
No, my father cannot play, but my oldest brother, this one I sent to you, he can really play the guitar very well and sing as well. You know, very, very, very nice, very, very, very well.
Okay. Did you grow up with your brother in the house, or did he live somewhere else?
Yeah, sometimes, but sometimes you were at his girlfriend's houses.
Okay, his girlfriend's houses. Ah, that's typical of Brazil too. He has more than one. I hope they're all still alive. Okay.
Yeah.